is a kind of silence in the space that feels permanent. Not the silence of a quiet room, but the silence of something so large that sound would have nowhere to land. The universe is now 14 billion years old, a span of time beyond human imagination. But the number itself is not important. What matters is what happens within it. Stars flare into existence, burn for billions of years, then collapse into silence, and the darkness carries on. Galaxies drift apart slowly, almost politely, as space itself stretches between them. From Earth, everything looks steady, fixed, eternal. But stillness is an illusion. Nothing in the universe is truly at rest. The Earth spins. The Sun orbits the center of our galaxy. Our galaxy moves through space, and space itself expands quietly, steadily, carrying everything with it. For most of human history, we believe the universe was static, a backdrop, a silent stage upon which everything unfolded. But the truth is far stranger. The stage itself is moving, and so are we. Long before we understood why, astronomers began to notice something unsettling. Galaxies were moving, not randomly, not aimlessly. Their motion had a pattern, a direction, and direction means something is pulling. When scientists measure galaxies, they measure two things: where they are and how fast they are moving. At first, the result made sense. Space is expanding. Galaxies should drift apart like dots on the surface of an inflating balloon, and many of them do. But when researchers map the motion of thousands of nearby galaxies, something unexpected emerged. They were not simply moving away from one another. They were drifting in the same direction, flowing as if caught in a current. Entire clusters of galaxies converging on the same patch of sky. It wasn't just one cluster, not 10 but thousands of them. And the Milky Way was among them. At first, the effect was easy to dismiss. A slight excess of speed, a tiny deviation from what models predicted. But as measurements improved, the pattern refused to disappear. It only became clearer. We are not merely expanding with the universe. We are being drawn somewhere, like leaves in a river that thought they were floating freely until they realized the water had direction. Something enormous was shaping the motion of everything around us. But when astronomers looked in that direction, they saw almost nothing. There is a region of sky we cannot see clearly, not because our telescopes are weak, not because we lack effort, but because we are trying to look through the very thing that obscures it. Our galaxy, The Milky Way is a vast disk of stars, gas, and dust. And when we look along its plane, that dust becomes a wall, a thick band of light and debris stretching across our view, blocking what lies beyond. It is called the zone of avoidance, not because we choose to avoid it, but because we cannot see through it easily. The very structure that holds our sun, our earth, our existence is also what blinds us. And beyond that obscure reason is where the motion point is. We can measure the flow, we can see the pull in the motions of galaxies, but the source lies hidden. Imagine standing in fog. You feel the wind pushing you, you see trees bending in the same direction, but the storm itself remains unseen. That is where we stand in the universe, aware of movements, but blind to see its cause. Scientists gave it a name, the Great Attractor, not because we understand it, but because we need something to call it. It is not a single object, not a star, not a typical galaxy. It is a vast region of space with immense mass. Mass creates gravity. Gravity pulls. And this pull is strong enough to influence galaxies across hundreds of millions of light years. The Great Attractor is like a deep valley in the fabric of space. And galaxies, entire galaxies, are slowly rolling towards it, including ours. We do not see it directly, but we see what it does. The Milky Way is moving towards it at hundreds of kilometers per second. So are thousands of neighboring galaxies. It is not violent, it's not dramatic, it is steady, inevitable. Gravity does not shout, it whispers, and over billions of years, whispers reshape the cosmos. To understand this, you must let go of everyday distance. A light year is the distance light travels in 1 year. Light is the fastest thing we know. Even so, it takes light over 2 million years to reach us from the nearest large galaxy. Now stretch that. The influence of Great Attractor extends across hundreds of millions of light years. Not thousands, not millions, but hundreds of millions. Imagine a map of the universe not as dots, but as rivers. Galaxies flow along invisible filaments, vast strands of matter that connect clusters like a web. Our galaxy belongs to a structure called Laniakea. That name means immense heaven. It contains over 100,000 galaxies, and all of them drift within the same gravitational basin, like water finding its way downhill. Beyond that lies even larger structures. One of them, the shapeless supercluster, is so massive it may contribute to the pull we feel. The scale becomes difficult to hold in the mind. Hundreds of thousands of galaxies, each containing billions of stars. all in motion, all responding to gravity, all flowing. And this flow has been happening for longer than humanity has existed, longer than Earth has supported complex life, longer than most stars in our galaxy have burned. Time here is measured in eons, in cosmic patience. When you step outside at night and look up, you are not looking at a frozen picture. You are looking at a river mid-current. Right now, as you sit and listen, you are moving, not metaphorically, physically. The Earth spins at over 1,000 miles per hour at the equator. The Earth orbits the Sun. The Sun orbits the center of our Milky Way. The Milky Way moves toward the GreatAttractor, and that motion does not pause. Not when you sleep, not when you worry, not when you celebrate. You are part of a galaxy being carried by a gravitational tide across unimaginable distance. We often speak of space as something out there, but space is not separate from us. We are inside it, inside a moving structure, inside a current we cannot step out of. There is something humbling in that realization. We are small, yes, but we are not disconnected. Every breath is taken while drifting toward a region of space we cannot see fully. The universe is not a backdrop. It's not a scenery. It is motion, and we're woven into it. We still cannot observe the GreatAttractor directly in full detail. The dust of our own galaxy continues to obscure it. Future instruments may see more, or perhaps they will reveal something even larger beyond it, because the universe rarely ends where we expect. But the motion is real, measured, verified, undeniable. Galaxies are flowing across hundreds of millions of light years, and we are among them. There is no catastrophe in this, no approaching wall, only scale, only gravity doing what it has always done, shaping, pulling, connecting. When you look at the night sky tonight, remember it is not a ceiling, it is a current, and somewhere beyond the bend of our own galaxy, in a region we cannot yet fully see, something vast continues to draw the cosmos inward. The universe is still moving, and so are you.